Have you ever wondered how far we have truly come in our fight against diseases? Let's take a stroll down memory lane and understand our journey better. Our story begins with the American Revolution, a time when the United States was not only fighting for independence but also battling a deadly enemy, smallpox. This disease was a significant threat to the troops, disrupting the fight for freedom. But it was George Washington, a figure of fortitude and foresight, who took a decisive step. He required smallpox immunization for his troops, a move that was both bold and controversial for its time. Yet it was this very decision that turned the tide, saving countless lives and setting a precedent for disease control. Fast forward to the early 20th century, the United States faced yet another invisible enemy, the Spanish flu. This pandemic swept across the nation, claiming more lives than the total casualties of World War I. It was a wake-up call, a harsh reminder of our vulnerability. Yet it was also a catalyst that spurred advancements in medical research and public health policies. Not long after, in the mid-20th century, another adversary emerged: polio. This disease, which primarily affected children, resulted in paralysis and even death. The nation was gripped with fear, but it was also driven to act. The development of the polio vaccine by Dr. Jonas Salk was a beacon of hope, a triumph of science over disease. It marked a significant milestone in our ongoing battle against diseases, demonstrating the power of medical science. From smallpox to polio, each era had its own battles to fight. But with each battle we learned, we adapted, and we progressed. This historical perspective not only provides a glimpse into our past struggles, but also shines a light on our resilience and our unwavering pursuit of a healthier future. As we ventured further into the 20th century, medical science began to evolve at an unprecedented pace. A new era dawned, bringing with it revolutionary breakthroughs such as antibiotics and vaccines. These medical marvels fundamentally changed the way we combat diseases, marking a turning point in the history of human health. Let's take a step back and consider the impact of antibiotics. Before their discovery, a minor infection could spell disaster. But with the advent of antibiotics in the early 20th century, we finally had a reliable weapon to fight back. Diseases that were once death sentences, such as tuberculosis, were now combatable. Meanwhile, the development of vaccines heralded another major victory for humanity. Vaccines have been instrumental in our fight against a myriad of diseases, including measles, polio, and diphtheria. They've saved countless lives and continue to do so today. One of the most significant triumphs in this era was the global eradication of smallpox in 1980. Smallpox, a disease that had plagued humanity for centuries, was finally defeated. It was a testament to the power of vaccines and a remarkable achievement of international cooperation. But these advancements weren't solely the work of abstract science. They were the result of tireless efforts by medical professionals across the globe. Doctors, nurses, researchers, and scientists, they've all played a crucial role in this fight. They've been the ones on the front lines, armed with the tools provided by advancing technology and medical research. The role of technology in this journey can't be overstated. From the microscopes that allowed us to see bacteria for the first time to the high-tech laboratories where new vaccines are developed, technology has been a critical ally in our war against disease. With the power of science and the dedication of healthcare professionals, we started winning the war against these diseases. But as we conquered old foes, new ones emerged. In the latter part of the 20th century, we saw the rise of diseases like HIV/AIDS and the ongoing battle against cancer. These adversaries in human health have proven to be resilient, but so too has our resolve to overcome them. HIV/AIDS burst onto the global stage in the 1980s, a mysterious and deadly virus that seemed unstoppable. The fear and stigma associated with the disease were almost as devastating as the illness itself. But the medical community was undeterred. They rallied, researching and developing treatments at an unprecedented pace. By the mid-90s, antiretroviral therapy was introduced, transforming HIV from a death sentence into a manageable chronic condition. Today, people with HIV who have access to and can tolerate these medicines can expect a nearly normal lifespan. Similarly, cancer, a disease as old as humankind, continues to pose significant challenges. Despite this, the advancements in medical science have been nothing short of remarkable. The development of targeted cancer treatments, for instance, has revolutionized the way we fight this disease. Unlike traditional chemotherapy, which indiscriminately kills fast-growing cells, targeted therapies are designed to interfere with specific molecules that help tumors grow and spread. This approach has increased survival rates and improved the quality of life for many patients. Yet, it's important to remember that these advancements are not the end of the story. Both HIV and cancer are still significant global health threats. There are strains of HIV resistant to antiretroviral therapy, and not all types of cancer respond to targeted treatments. Moreover, access to these life-saving treatments is not universal. Many people, particularly in low-income countries, are still unable to benefit from these medical breakthroughs. Despite the challenges, we continue to make strides in our battle against these contemporary diseases. The fight is far from over, but our history shows us that with determination, innovation, and a commitment to equity, we can turn the tide against these formidable foes. And now, we find ourselves in the midst of a new battle, the fight against COVID-19. A novel virus, unseen in humans before, began making its rounds in late 2019, causing a global pandemic. This microscopic adversary, known as SARS-CoV-2, has not only challenged our healthcare systems but also our understanding of public health and our interconnectedness as a global community. This virulent foe brought the world to a standstill, but it also sparked a race against time for scientists and medical professionals across the globe. The urgency of the situation led to the rapid development of vaccines, an extraordinary feat of scientific collaboration. Vaccines that would typically take years to develop were ready for distribution in under a year, a testament to the advances in medical science and the power of global cooperation. The global vaccination campaign that followed was unprecedented in scale, reaching billions of people across continents. The role of medical professionals, scientists, and public health experts in this endeavor cannot be overstated. They worked tirelessly to administer vaccines, educate the public about their safety and efficacy, and combat misinformation and vaccine hesitancy. However, the fight against COVID-19 is not just a story of science and medicine. It's also a story of leadership and the willingness to learn from history. The world has faced pandemics before, and we've overcome them, much like George Washington's leadership in requiring smallpox immunization for his troops during the American Revolution. These precedents serve as a reminder of the efficacy of vaccines and the importance of public trust in science and health institutions. Yet the fight against COVID-19 is far from over. New variants continue to emerge and global vaccine distribution is unequal. But if history has taught us anything, it's that we are resilient. We adapt, we learn, and we innovate. The fight against COVID-19 has demonstrated the power of science and the importance of global unity in the face of a common enemy. The fight against COVID-19 is a testament to our resilience and the power of science. It is a reminder of how far we've come and a call to action for the challenges that lie ahead. So, what does the future hold in our fight against diseases? As we step into the realm of tomorrow, we find ourselves on the cusp of a new era in disease control, one that is being shaped by relentless advancements in medical science. A future where the one-size-fits-all approach to medicine is replaced by personalized treatments, tailored to the unique genetic makeup of each individual. Imagine a world where diseases are not just treated, but prevented or even cured at their genetic roots. This is the promise of gene therapy, a revolutionary technology that has the potential to rewrite the very code of life to combat diseases. But the future isn't just about altering genes. It's also about harnessing the power of colossal amounts of data to predict and diagnose diseases with incredible accuracy. Enter artificial intelligence, a tool that's transforming the landscape of diagnostics. By processing and learning from vast datasets, AI can spot patterns and anomalies that are often invisible to the human eye. From predicting disease outbreaks to identifying subtle signs of complex conditions, AI is set to be an invaluable ally in our fight against diseases. Yet as we embrace these promising technologies, we must also remember that they are tools to aid us, not silver bullets. The road to a disease-free future is paved with challenges. The ethical implications of gene editing, the privacy concerns around data sharing, these are just a few of the hurdles we'll need to navigate. But if history has taught us anything, it's that we are capable of overcoming even the most daunting obstacles. As we look forward, we are armed with the knowledge of our past victories and the promise of advanced science to guide us in our ongoing battle against diseases.